In the year 1912, Woodrow Wilson was elected President of the United States. The unsinkable Titanic sank in the Atlantic Ocean, and in Hamilton, Montana on February 10, 1912, a baby girl named Mable Stockman was born. This past week, Mable Stockman McKillop celebrated her 109th birthday. Kevin Mackey has our Montana moment.
Mable was the youngest child of Elizabeth and Elmer Stockman. Her mom died when she was young. Her dad was a carpenter and had been a Pony Express rider. Mable was brought up on the west side in an era of horses and buggies.
We had a horse and buggy. We used to go to church in a horse and buggy.
Mable went to country school in the building that was once the Rocky Mountain Laboratory and is now the Hamilton Playhouse. She graduated from Hamilton High School in 1930. At the fairgrounds during the Great Depression, she met Herbert McKillop, who worked at Bell McCall Ford. Was it love at first sight or what? Or did you have to work at it?
Oh, no, we didn't have to work. We fell in love.
Everybody who knew Herb and Mable say theirs was a love story. Mable's niece, Helen McKillop, remembers lots of holiday dinners at her aunt's house, roller skating, and family time.
My Uncle Herb was quite a joker. He, laughed, made fun of things.
Mable and Herb raised two daughters, Judy and Nancy, who have both now passed away. Mable's resilience is none short of remarkable. She now lives at Discovery Care Center, where at 108, in the year of the pandemic, she survived COVID-19.
Seems to be bounced right back to her old self. She's back in the activity room playing bingo and Pokino.
So you're a survivor.
Yeah, I'm still surviving.
Mable's an 80-plus year member of the Order of Eastern Star. She was a crackerjack bowler and volunteered at the hospital. Her granddaughter, Carrie Ellison, attributes all that to Mable's long, healthy life.
And she didn't just sit. She was always walking. She was always out doing something. I think that just kept her going.
She gets a ton of mail. She's a very popular girl here.
People of a certain age remember Mable McKillop from the telephone office on Main Street, which is now a lawyer's office. Mable remembers the day the telephone company's manager stopped her on the street.
Said, "You want a job?" I said, "Sure, sir. I got a job."
She became a telephone operator, connecting people to each other for decades. Her granddaughter, Michelle Maxwell, says that's what Mable has always done.
She would receive the calls and connect one person to the next, but she really valued all the conversations in between, and that value still lives with her today.
In her later years, she worked for Daily Leach Chapel, answering phones and greeting people. What does Hamilton mean to you, Mable?
It's my hometown. It's my hometown.
Tell Hamilton that I'm thinking of them, she says, that I love them. Ask a recipe to a long life, she says, be happy. Just be happy. Kevin Mackey, NBC, Montana.